What's up, world? So we're here with a 500 round return to this Micro Dagger. So here it is. It looks a little bit different than it did before because I added a red dot as well as my hold grip for my shield, because I don't really like the one for the 4-3X. It's a little bit longer with the two grips, so the two finger grooves. So I'll put this one on there and I like it. So you also notice that it's missing a flashlight. We'll get to that point. So how did we get to 500 plus rounds through it since the last video that I posted where we were at about 170? A week later, after I had those issues, I took it back to the range, right? And I'm gonna be looking this way and looking at my MacBook, trying to look at my notes. I shot 130 rounds of Spear, Federal, S&B, and some rounds from my ammo can, just mixed up in the magazine. So how I'm gonna do this, try to make it flow better, is speak about the magazines and how they shot, and then show you clips of me shooting some of those rounds at that range trip. And also go through my other two trips to the range and talk about how we did the 500 rounds. Did I do anything with the gun to make it better or what? So with that second trip, the next time I shot after this first video, first round, all ball ammo, from the ammo can, Spear, defensive rounds had no issues. Second magazine did have a failure to extract. That's one thing I kind of had a mistake on in my first video. Those are failures to extract that I had. I don't know if I put that in the description or not, but those are failures to extract. Okay. Third magazine, Federal, ran it all. Fourth, S&B ran all. Fifth, Federal, loaded up to 10, ran all. Sixth, F&B, loaded to 10. One failure to eject when doing one-handed weak hand shooting. Seventh magazine, Federal, I loaded at 10 shots, did 5 shots with the weak hand, 5 with the strong hand, ran all. Eighth magazine, S&B, ran all. Ninth, Federal, ran all. The light stayed tight. Let's keep remembering about this light now. So here's some clips of me shooting on this second time of shooting the gun. What's up? Time to get some more range time on my baby, the Micro Dagger. So y'all stay tuned. It's gonna be great, hopefully. Okay, so all that was fine and dandy, but it was still kind of bothering me that I kept having these failures to extract. I was doing everything I needed to do with my grip. I knew I wasn't limp wristing it, wasn't doing any of that stuff, and I still kept having failures to extract. So I went to the forums and everybody was mentioning, yeah, reach out to PSA because obviously there's something wrong with the gun. You need to get it done in terms of getting something replaced or looked at. Some people were saying, no, it's just a break-in period. It's going to take 500 rounds, all this jazz. But me personally, I'm not going to keep on shooting it without it being looked at, because in the back of my mind, I want to know that it's fine. If something's got a break in, which, you know, I don't like that term, cool, but I at least want to know my weapon is not broken, right? So I sent it back to PSA. How was that? It was easy. I went to the website, filled out the claim information. They reached back out to me, sent me via email a paid like shipping label. So I had to go to the UPS store, get a brown box, tape it on there, put it in there in the box with what it came with, and there was another form I had to fill out. They sent that as well, saying I think I had to click a link. Basically, you describing what's wrong with it, put your serial number, and put that in the box. Sent that in. Probably within a week and a half, I got it back. Now, and you better be home because you need to sign for it. So don't forget. Now, if they are fixing your original item or just replacing something on it, you're good. But if they gotta give you a brand new tool, they'll send it to an FFL. So they request you to put an FFL name and address on there. But luckily, they just tweaked what I had and sent it back to me. They replaced the slide. Didn't say what was wrong with it, but they just replaced the slide. So they replaced the slide. I got it. So UPS just got here with my package. You already know what it is. Just got it back from the place, and just as I sent it, I want to have a note to tell me what happened with it. All right, let's see. Replace slide, test fire, 3 mags, 0 malfunction, cleaned and lubricated. 3/5/2024. They did. I was hoping they were gonna give me a free mag. They didn't, but I'm cool with that though. I'm cool. Let's do it. Woo! Sent it to PSA on February 27th of this year, and I got it back on March 8th. And I went to the range. They said on the notes that they ran 3 PSA mags through it. So obviously that's 45 rounds, and they said it had no issues. Obviously that's what they'll say. So on this range trip, I shot 180 rounds from the ammo can, my spear, defense rounds, as well as Monarch. I went to Academy Sports to grab some Monarch. And here's what happened with the 12 magazines that went through it. I'll try to say it real quick because I know it gets redundant. The first magazine, 10 rounds from the ammo can, 5 spear, no issues. And I was trying to help, zero in this red dot. I'll talk about that too. Second magazine, Monarch, all ran through. Third was Spear and ammo can mags, all ran through. Fourth was Monarch, all ran through. Fifth, Monarch, all ran through. Sixth, Monarch, all ran through. Seventh, Winchester, all ran through. Eighth, same thing. Ninth, same thing. 10th, same thing. 11th was Winchester, but had 1 phase to extract. 12, Winchester had all ran through. So if you do the math, it's total about 520 something rounds gone through it, no problems. Then on the 14th of this month, I ran about 60 rounds of it, of Winchester 147 grain target ammo, as well as some more of my Spear defensive ammo. So ran that, drawing from concealment, going in the cover, prone, taking a knee, sidestepping, low lights, all of that kind of stuff. Ran flawlessly, had no issues at all the last time I shot this, just like this, with the red dot. Flashlight came off when I was shooting probably the first magazine. So what I think went wrong, and I did reach out to Streamlight about it, and they're gonna send me the new thread and clamp. I think when I put a little bit of that blue Loctite on it, obviously it's too tight for any kind of vibrations from the recoil, and I think since it was basically like a glue, it snapped the thread. So as I'm shooting here on the ground, and boom, there was my light. Broke right at the thread. So I reached out to them. They said they're going to send me a replacement, and that's that. So 500 plus rounds in it. Now, do I feel like I'm confident in carrying it as a concealed carry weapon? Absolutely. Especially that it has had no problems with any of my defensive rounds that I've shot through it. Like, here it is right here. I mean, I'm good with that. I'm cool with it. I'm good. So, do I still love this gun? Absolutely. the way it feels. I love it. I did want to try this whole grip because it's so thin, and I think with some of my groupings, the way I'm gripping it with such a thin frame, I'm not getting a good position on my trigger, and I'm kind of hooking probably. So with a little bit more girth by way of the whole grip, it's making it feel a lot better for me shooting. Now some will say, well, the reason of buying this gun is because of the thin frame. Yeah, it is, but this isn't adding that much, right? And it's comfortable for me. Like, I need to be sure of my weapon now too. Some of y'all probably looking at this red dot. This is a Sealy Cat Pro. They have the Cat and they have the Cat Pro. The difference between the Cat and the Cat Pro is you see this side loading tray for the battery here on this Cat Pro, and I loved it. I like the way it looked. It's light, fitting there perfectly. Holding the 0, there's no issue with it at all. It has the adjustment buttons for the darkness and lightness, and it's great. One of the problems that people say is that you can't hear any click when you're trying to turn a dial to zero it in, but I'll get into more detail on that on a video specifically for that red dot. But here it is now. Hopefully they send my piece for my light in the next couple of days, and I can put it back on there. Trigger's still holding fine. I haven't had any dead triggers. I haven't gone to no Tactical Pontoon to get a trigger yet, and apparently that's a great company. Shout out to them. I've seen a lot of people have a lot of luck with them, so I haven't done that yet. Maybe one day, just for the cool factor, I guess, but I like the stock stuff as long as it's working. You see a little bit more wear right here on the barrel area, but I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. So there's my little update. 500 plus rounds through it. Still holding up. I am still pleased. This is still my #1 carry. You see my location's different. I am in a hotel room right now, so of course I'm gonna protect myself, right? Y'all stay tuned for any more video. I'm sorry, it's been a long week. Y'all stay tuned for more clips and more things. Stay tuned for this review of this red dot. I'm excited to do that one soon. I may work on it tonight, but I don't know. I'm about to go hit the town. I have the skyscape right here. I don't want to turn my camera, but oh, it looks so fantastic. And it's only 7:08 p.m. But have a good time. I think my bro's coming down. It's gonna be a good time. Hey, y'all have a great day. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out this Micro Dagger. Deuces.